Hello everyone, welcome to Genius channel. We are going to see some previous year India maths questions. All of you see the question number 30. Read the question number 30. A survey of 850 students in a university yields that 680 students like music, 215 like dance. What is the least number of students who like both music and dance? Options 40, 45, 50, 55. All of you do the question and comment your answers. Do it and comment. Okay. So in the university, there are 850 students on which survey is conducted and 60 students like music, 215 like dance. Okay. So N of A, let A be students who like music. So N of A is equal to 680. N of B is equal to 215. What is the least number of students who like both music and dance? That means they are asking us to find intersection, isn't it? Both music and dance. So N of A intersection B, that is equal to what? N of A plus B, N of A plus N of B minus N of A union B, isn't it? Because we know that N of A union B is equal to N of A plus N of B minus N of A intersection B. So from that we can write N of A intersection B is equal to N of A plus N of B minus N of A union B. Okay. So that is, so least, they are adding a word least number of students. So least number of students happens when N of A union B is maximum, isn't it? And this expression, that is N of A plus N of B minus N of A intersection B, that should be least, means this A union B should be maximum, isn't it? N of A union B should be maximum. Then only this N of A intersection will be least. So what is the possible number of N of A union B maximum? That is 850. So just substitute here 680 plus 215 minus 850. So what you'll get? You'll get 45. See why we are substituting 850 here? Because U, which is the universal set. Here N of A union B maximum. That means it should be universal set, isn't it? So universal set means here the total number of students is 850. So answer is option B. Option B. Now see the question number 28 we haven't seen. Question number 28 that we'll see now. Okay. Question number 28. What is C of n comma r plus 2 of C, 2C of n comma r minus 1 plus C of n comma r minus 2 equal to? Can you try? Try all of them. See, what is n of NCR plus NCR plus R minus 1 equal to? What is this? NCR plus NCR minus 1. Just like, for example, if I'm writing 10C4 plus 10C3, what is that? NCR plus NCR minus 1, what is that? That is actually N plus 1 CR. Okay. So this is one property of combination that we are studying. That means this one we can write it as N plus 1 CR means 11 CR. R is 4. Okay, just taking some numbers and taking just taking the example. Okay, so if NCR plus NCR minus 1 is N plus 1 CR. So try to use that here. So for that, I'm just splitting this as C N of R, C of N comma R plus C of N comma R minus 1 plus C of N comma R minus 1 plus C of N comma R minus 2. Okay, splitted this 2 C of N comma R minus 1 as C of N comma R minus 1 and C of N comma R minus 1. Then what is this? Apply this property. NCR plus NCR minus 1 is N plus 2. Here 1 less means we add this. Okay, so what this that will become, that is C of N plus 1 comma R, isn't it? C of N plus 1 comma R. Similarly, see here, what does this will become? N comma R minus 1, N comma R minus 2, 1 less, isn't it? So that will become C of N plus 1, isn't it? Comma R minus 1. Okay, so now see C of N plus 1 comma R, C of N plus 1 comma R minus 1. So apply that property again. So this N plus 1 will increase, isn't it? That will become C of N plus 2 comma R. C of N plus 2 comma R, that is option D. Understood how I did? See, if this is coming like this, R minus 1, then N will increase. So N plus 1 comma R. Here R minus 1, R minus 2. Then N will increase. So N plus 1, R minus 1. Then here, see here also, N plus 1 R, N plus 1 R minus 1 R minus 1. So N plus 1 should increase. N plus 1 will become N plus 2, comma R. So answer is option D. So this is the property that we use. So by heart it. So from combination, usually they are asking problems based on this properties of combinations. Okay, so that is very important. See the question number 31 now. Question number 31. What is the sum of all two-digit numbers which when divided by 3 leave 2 as a remainder? What is the sum of all two-digit numbers? You have to find the sum of all two-digit numbers. And what is the specialty of those two-digit numbers? That is when divided by 3, you will get 2 as remainder. Okay, so that is a question from AP. So I want all of you to do that. Okay, so this forms an AP, isn't it? That means a number which when a two-digit number which when divided by 3, you have to leave the remainder 2. So which is the first number that leaves the remainder 2 when divided by 3? That is 11, isn't it? 11 divided by 3 will give you 2 remainder. So next number would be, after 11, what would be the number? 14. When divided by 3, it leaves the remainder 2. Then 17, etc. So what you need the sum, isn't it? So what is the formula for finding sum? Sn is equal to n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. This is the general formula. If we know the first term and last term, we can use n by 2 into a plus l. If you know the first term and last term, you can use the second formula. If you don't know the last term, you can use the first formula. Okay, so here we have to find out the last term of this AP, isn't it? Last two-digit number when divided by 3, leaving the remainder 2. So what that would be, last two-digit number is 99, but that is divisible by 3. So what about 98? 98 when divided by 3. 98 when divided by 3, what that will leave remainder? Will it leave remainder 2? Yes, obviously, isn't it? Because we'll get a reminder 2 here. So the number is 98. Last digit is 98. Now, what is the value of n? N means 98 is which term of this AP? So 98 is equal, we have to use an is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d. So a is 11 plus n minus 1 into d is 3. D means common difference. What is the d here? D here is 3. So just solve this. So you will get 77 divided by 3. Sorry, 87, isn't it? 98 minus 11. So 87 divided by 3. 87 divided by 3 is equal to n minus 1. So that is 29 is equal to n minus 1. So n is equal to 30. So substitute that here. 30 by 2 into first term plus last term. First term is 11 plus last term is 98. So that is 15 into 109. So what is the answer you get? You'll get 1635. 1635. 1635. So that is also a direct question. 10th level. From 10th NCERT, they are asking this question. So by had the formula for finding nth term of an AP, an is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d. And the formula for finding sum, n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. If last term is known, you can use n by 2 into first term plus last term. So moving on to the next question. See the question number 35. What is the value of sum sigma n equal to 2 to 11 I raised to n plus I raised to n plus 1 where I is equal to root of minus 1. What is the value of the sum sigma n is equal to 2 to 11 I raised to n plus I raised to n plus 1. Okay. So what do you mean by sigma? Sigma means to sum, isn't it? To add. So if I put, we have to do this from I raised to from 2 to 11, isn't it? 2 to 11. So what I'm going to do is here I can write this as 2 to 11 I raised to n plus I raised to n into I. So I can take I raised to n outside. So this will become sigma n equal to 2 to 11 1 plus I, isn't it? 1 plus I. So that is I raised to n I raised to n I raised to n we cannot take common, isn't it? Why? Because n we have to put here, and for the value of n we have to put there. So what we can take outside? Yes, one we can take outside sigma n equal to 2 to 11 I raised to n. If I take here, this will be 1 plus I. So I can take 1 plus I outside. So sigma n equal to 2 to 11 I raised to n. So that means 1 plus I into sigma means to add. What to add? From I raised to 2, I raised to 3, I raised to 4, plus etc. up to I raised to 11. So I raised to 5 plus etc. up to I raised to 11. Now we know that sum of any consecutive, 4 consecutive terms of, so consecutive powers of I will be 0, 4 consecutive powers. That means here see I raised to 2. What is I raised to 2? That is minus 1. I raised to 3 is minus I. I raised to 4 is 1. I raised to 5 is 1 into I. So that is I. So if I add this much things, what I'll get the answer as 0. So these 4 terms will go 0. Then again, I raised to 6, I raised to 7, I raised to 8, I raised to 9. These terms, 4 terms, and sum will become 0. Then what else is remaining? I raised to 10 plus I raised to 11, isn't it? So our question changed as 1 plus I into 1 plus I into I raised to 10 plus I raised to 11. I raised to 10 plus I raised to 11. So you have to just solve this, you'll get the answer. I raised to 10 plus I raised to 11. What is I raised to 10? I raised to 10. How to solve I raised to 10? I raised to 10 means it is I raised to 8 into I square. So I raised to 10. I raised to 8 is what? I raised to 8 is minus 1, isn't it? So minus 1 into minus 1, that will become 1. So I raised to 8. I raised to 8 means I square in raised to 4, isn't it? I square is minus 1. So minus 1 raised to 4. That will become positive. So positive 1, then I square is minus 1. So positive 1 into minus 1, you get minus 1. Okay. Next is I raised to 11. I raised to 11 is I raised to 10 into I. So that is minus I. So you have 1 plus I into 1 minus, sorry, minus 1 plus minus 1 minus I, isn't it? So just open the bracket and tell me the answer. So that will become once if I take minus common, that will become 1 plus 2I minus plus I square. I square means minus 1. So that will become minus 2I. Answer is minus 2I, option C. Answer is minus 2I, option C. Okay, so moving on to the next question. Question number 32. Question number 32. If 0 less than a less than 1, the value of log to the base 10a is negative. This is justified by if 0 less than a less than 1. The value of log to the base 10a is negative. Okay, so listen, log to the base 10a. Okay, let that be x. And they are saying that this is negative. Log to the base 10 is negative. So a is equal to x raised 10 raised to x, we can write. If log to the base 10 a is equal to x, we can write a is equal to 10 raised to x, isn't it? A is equal to 10 raised to x. Okay. It is given that 0 less than a less than 1. It is given that 0 less than a less than 1, isn't it? That means a is or 10 raised to x. So 0 less than 10 raised to x less than 1. Okay. Then what is the condition? Then x must be negative, isn't it? Even if 10 raised to 0, 10 raised to 0 itself is 1, isn't it? 10 raised to 1 is 10. So every time it is great for any positive power, it is greater than 1. Power of 10 is greater than 1. So here 10 raised to x. So x should be negative. X should be negative. X should be negative. So this indicates that the power of 10 should be negative. Power of 10 should be negative. So what is the option? Negative power of 10 and negative power of 10, isn't it? It should be negative power of 10 and it is between 0 and 1. Negative power of 10 and is between 0 and 1. Okay. So that is the correct option. So see you all in another video with more questions. Thanks for watching Genius channel.